Hi guys, happy Thursday evening. I'm just putting on some lotion because I'll tell you what, my nails need work, my hands need work. You guys don't mind, right? Hi. My gosh, I'm getting tired of that paused by bad connection. Hi guys. Hello. We're going to go over some VALLA today, and I'm going to throw a bunch of other stuff in there. Just our goal right this second is to show you guys new things you might not have seen, we might not have gone live with, because there's so many options, for your holiday shopping list, right? So we want to show you some up close and personal. So I'm going to show you these syrups. There's an autumn collection and there's a winter collection. And I think one of the coolest things about VALLA is if you're playing with syrups, right? Some are super sheer, like a tint of color. Some are not sheer at all, and they're very pigmented syrups. I think VALLA falls in between, okay? So one coat is definitely gonna be lighter than two coats, and these are beautiful neutrals for both autumn and winter. So here's the autumn collection. Sorry for my wonky. These were so tiny, they kind of stuck where they wanted to. But we have these sage, soft, sagey, blue-green, a yellow-green, these beautiful nudes, then a brown, and then this it's kind of taupey. I know it's looking a little green on here, but it's a little bit more taupe. This is definitely your warm palette, right? So this is, oh, hi from Belgium. This is your autumn collection, autumn afternoon. And then this is your winter collection. And I can see these rolling right into January. So you've got your grays, your blues, definitely the cool tones. Okay, like a lavender. These are more matcha tea or green tea. Yes, this winter collection is really pretty. I love the matte. But they're really versatile colors for basically anything. So you could use them under a cat eye. We're going to do a lot of different things with them today because they are basically versatile syrups, okay? This blue, they're very, very pretty. And I love that there's two tones. I don't have these sitting up connected. When you guys get these, this is what happens, right? Hold on one second. Let me bend this. So it's just going to go in here. Actually, bend this. All right, and then they'll sit like this, okay? Because if I had them sitting like that, it would look funny when I turn the camera on, so that's why they weren't folded. But yeah, they're really, really pretty. So warm tones, cool tones, that's what we're working with here. This way, I can probably read the numbers for you. So I got some looks together, and this is what I'm waiting for the poor connection to stop. So we're going to use some inks, we're going to use some stickers and some glitter. We're going to use a 3D gel and some chrome. We're going to do a typical ombre. It's another glitter look. Cat eye over top. So we'll see what we can get to. This just has a different syrup at the bottom that I can show you and another ink. So they really are perfect for lots of different looks. But let me give you an idea of how these go on. Okay? So what did I use for that? Okay, I used this one. All right, I love the VALLA bottles. And this is actually VS81. Okay, so this is a blue. Definitely a grayish blue, but definitely a blue. All right, and this is the one that I used for the ink because I use really light inks on it. And if you're new to inks, a good idea is to use light colors that'll blend really easily into whatever your base is. Okay. You guys know me, you know I need to hit it with an ink. I had some inks I wanted to show you anyway, so yay. Hope everyone's having a good week. I can't believe it's Thursday already. What the heck, it's going by so fast. While we're on here, if you have any questions about anything from Sweetie Nail Supply, feel free to ask. I'll try and answer. I'm going to, while I put this in the lamp, I'm going to put my name up here, and I'm going to put you up on my other phone so I don't miss comments. All right, so for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Lauren. My account, excuse me, is Inspo by Nails. And I am happy to always answer questions about Sweetie Nail Supply and their products. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and DM me anytime, and I will be happy to help you. I just pinned that, so if anybody needs it, you can follow along there. I try and put up a reel every day. Sometimes they're tutorials, sometimes they're a finished look. We're going to do a second coat on this one. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you had the flu. I'm glad you're feeling better. And here, there we go. Join live. There we go. Now I'm on there on my other phone. Okay, let's put the second coat on. So you see what I mean? Deposits a nice amount of color, but it's still very nice and syrupy sheer. Okay, you can see through it. If you put on that second color, so the matte swatches that I did are just 2 coats and a matte top coat. But for this, we're just going to do 2 coats, cure, then we're going to get out a few inks. I'll show you which inks I'm talking about. They're from Mostive. All right, see? 2 colors is pretty solid. Now you remember syrups are not opaque. They're not like an opaque color gel. Just they're softer, okay? So the opacity is great, but it's not the same thing as an opaque color gel. And there's a reason for that, right? So the cool thing about the opacity in these syrups is that you can use them underneath things like cat eye, etc., because it can still let light through the nail. Okay? Let's look at these. Okay, so we have a gray and we have a silver. It's a grayish white. I'm not sure where I put the color cards for these or how to pronounce them. Hold on one second. They're right here, I think. One of them is called, it's not called, it's just Moistive Mute Tint Drop. Okay, so they have some real neutrals in there and a couple pearls. And then the other one is called, oh yeah, so that is Mute. See that? So there's a ivory, a peach, a gray, and then see the 2 pearl colors? They're really easy to use. This is a pink. All right, so they're nice neutrals. And then that's the 2 that these are from. I think we're going to use Tint Drop again, maybe? Yeah. I think I showed you that last week. The Tint Drop Flakes, they're really fast and easy too. But when you have inks, you really want to shake, 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 shake. Okay, you want to hear that ball? You really want, but I really want to buy a lot. Yeah, I know. Very hard not to. At least we know sales are coming, so it's a good time to stock up for things that you may need, especially if you take clients. It's best pricing of the year, really. All right, so this gray is just so what I'm going to do with these is just wipe the inhibition off. Okay, I'm not putting on a mat. I'm not doing any of that kind of stuff. In general, guys, if you're using inks and you're using a metallic one or one that looks like a pearl, you don't want it to be on a mat anyway. It would suck all that metallic out and make it look matte. So it's good to use ones that are pearl pigments or metallic pigments that do not require a matte base coat. Okay, and because I don't have a clear from them, I'm going to use just a gel cleanser. Okay, but you see what we did here? It's just a little bit of ink on there, and it's not a marbled pattern, but it's like faux. It's like a faux marbled pattern. All right, so we're putting some of this grayish white. All right. You see that? Very nice, light. I always, always, always put the top back on, even if I need more of it, because I do not want to knock over an ink. And shake, shake, shake this silver. It's like a silver pearl. Could even use the white pearl, but this is a nice light silver pearl. It's really light. All right. See that? they dry very, very, very quickly. All right, so we're going to leave that on there for just a second, and then I am going to get, when I'm playing with gel cleanser or acetone or anything like that, I'm just using a craft brush, you guys, okay? And you want to have like a little piece of lint-free paper, because you want to, when you're soaking your brush in that liquid, I'm not taking it straight to the nail. I am going to tap the excess off here. You see that? All right, and then I'm going to dab these edges a little bit. Oh, we need acetone with this one. I don't think the gel cleanser is going to cut it. See that? All right, acetone it is. And this is what you need to do. Every ink brand is different. I probably should have written that down as a note. Sorry. All right, so this one needs acetone to move it, okay? You can put it in a little dapping dish. You can do whatever you like, but this one needs a little acetone to move it. So I'm just tapping out some of these hard, you see how that's like a circle? I don't want it to look like a circle. So I'm going to just tap a little bit of this in there. Always touch, touch, touch. Here, I'm going to show you that. Always touch the excess liquid to a paper towel or something before you take it to the nail. You don't want to flood the nail. But I'm just letting that go a little bit. Now we have a much more interesting pattern on here. Much more interesting. And what's going to happen is when we put on a high gloss top, it's going to show you all those little nuances and veins. But that's all it is, really quick, okay? It's not anything super tricky. It's just putting some of those inks on there. Let's put a clear top on right now. And we'll move on to the next one. Oh, I know what I did with that. Okay. I'm looking at my samples being like, how did I do that? Sometimes that happens, guys. I made them for you a little earlier this week, and sometimes I forget what I even did. But I remember. Because it's just having a play. Just got here. What inks did you use? I'll show you again. They are from the Mute ink collection from Mostive. And it is this beautiful gray and this beautiful like gray pearl like color. It's not really a silver. It's like a gray pearl. It's really pretty. Okay. So those are the two that I used. Actually, get them out of the way. It's called Mute. And here are the colors that are in the collection: an ivory, a peach, a gray, like a little bit more of a pink, then the white pearl and the gray pearl. Okay, that is Mute by Mostive. All right, they're going to add to any nail, okay? I love neutral inks like that sometimes because they're really easy to use and you can kind of add them to anything. All right, so let's use this green. We could use any green, actually. Which one did I use? This is 69. Oh, that one was for the brown. Hold on. I used this green. This is 79. Okay, so that's the one that is like more like a little matcha color next to there. It's a really great formula. It is not too thick. It's not too thin. And it's really a buildable formula. But even one coat is enough for lots of things. Okay. We're just working right in a row with what's on the board. All right. I will save this, as long as Instagram allows me to. I'll save it for Sweetie Nail Supply, and then I'll save it to me too. That way, if you comment on it or have a question, I can see it and answer you guys. You want to do nuanced brown shades. Should you use inks or jellies with white nails? Oh, Mariah, that's a good question. It depends on what kind of nuance you want to do. You can definitely achieve it with gels, potted gels, Japanese potted gels especially. You can also use inks. But you need some good earthy inks to come up with like brown nuance. My go-to for that would definitely be the Favori or the Favory. They have the most neutral, like natural colors. So they have Nature 1, they have Nature 2. That's 2 different collections that are beautiful browns, blues, greens, like nature tones. Taupe, you know, like really good colors. Caramel, by far, yeah. I think. All right. What potted gels do I recommend? My favorite potted gels are Palette Keras, Peruka, and I'm really loving the Flicka potted and Mayan B. I love those too. Mayan B, there's so many different collections. You might need help figuring that out. I have a lot of reels with some Mayan B like tutorials up and tell you what colors that I used. But if you have questions about that, let me know. Just DM me. It's quite a lot of stuff to get into, but they're really good. I love all of them. They're really, really, really nice. All right, so let's say that we want to keep this one nice. And what we're going to do with this one is bring it up. We're going to use Millow. This is called Mellow Breeze. And that has coordinating glitters and cat eye. I think I just put it up yesterday as a reel, I think. Let me see what I got here. Potted gels. Let me make sure I didn't miss something else. Okay. Let's use this glitter. Talk about easy breezy. When you have a good glitter and a syrup, oh, so easy to get that glitter fade. All right, I'm going to turn my nail around because I'm looking through my phone and I never get my perception, my depth perceptions off when I'm doing that. Not that this needs much, but we're going to do this. And we are just going to tap, tap, tap a little bit. Doesn't matter because it's just going to melt right in there. It's going to look lovely. All right. And they have a green cat eye that coordinates with this glitter. All right. If you see that reel yesterday, you'll see it. They're really nice. Really mellow, really ethereal. Yeah. We're going to put that on. This one is MB10. All right. And we're going to use one of the cat eye, I think, yeah, for something else. Okay, just so you can see what the cat eye on there looks like too. In the meantime, let's get a purple one. This is that dusty purple. This is 77. Looks like in the front of the board, I favored the winter collection. I like how neutral these colors are. I feel like they look good on everyone too. Warm tones or cool tones, but they're very, very neutral. And I feel like that's quite lovely for the season and for whatever art you're going to be doing, right? Because 'tis the season for all the nail art, right? All right. For this one, of all the gorgeous stickers that are at Sweetie Nail Supply, my favorite are Blanc Blanc. I love them because I'm not a huge sticker girl, to be honest with you, because I don't like stickers that rip. I don't like stickers that don't lay flat. I'm a little picky about my stickers. So these I love, okay? I actually like hand painting snowflakes. I consider it a challenge every season. I got to start practicing. However, why would I do that to myself with all these gorgeous snowflake stickers? So let's just grab one. These are not going to rip. They are not going to lift up. They are so thin. It's why I adore this brand. I know if I use this brand, I'm going to be happy. And that is what I'm going to do. I would probably normally put a clear because I use that glitter, but who cares? You guys don't care, right? It's fine. All right, so I stick it on there, and then I'm going to just take a silicone tool, and I am going to spread it out, going from the center out. All right, center down, center side, because I have this on like a little nail pop or whatever, but I want to make sure it's nice and stuck on there. You could put more. You could put them all over the nail. There's silver, there's gold, there's white. You know, there's so many different options for you over there. And these are so good. They're so thin. Just do a clear layer. If I do stickers, I do a clear layer to protect the sticker and then on top. But I just think, yeah, if you're in a time crunch, you don't want to hand paint snowflakes because they are meticulous, they can be. And I do like it. I do like to do that. But I am out of practice from my snowflakes from last year, so we'll see if I get around to it. I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty busy lately. All right. All right, there's the clear. We did the purple. We're going to do another coat of the purple. And in the meantime, when this one's curing, we can start that ombre because it's so fast and easy anyway. All right, that's another thing I love about syrups. They melt into one another, okay? So they do that job for you of like the color just agreeing with another color, and they just do the job of that super soft ombre, etc., all on their own. So that is pretty good. All right, so let's do some of these taupey colors. So this one is 74, which is this little guy on the end. Like it's a taupe. And who doesn't need a taupe? So good. All right, we're just going to put this here. And I'm not being careful, okay? I'm just putting it on. I'm going to go with the lighter green, okay? This is 69. That is this one. Oh, I'm pointing to it. It's not on camera. It's this one. And then we're going to do this one, okay? All right. And I'm overlapping. No stress. I want to, okay? Because these colors are going to actually just kind of blend into one another. And that's what we want. And then we're going to do the darker one, which is 80. I grabbed it from the winter, I think. Oops. Did I want to do that? Maybe. Maybe this one's going to be different than what I did. Who knows? It's okay. They'll all work together beautifully. All right. And I know it doesn't look like much right now, but we do need to get one coat down, and then we're going to cure it. Let's see what we got going here. Okay. So this guy just needs a top coat. And we'll do that and cure it with the little ombre that we just did. And we'll move back over to this purple one. We're going to do some isolated flowers, okay? So if you're going to do any type of chrome isolation, you're going to need a good mat. I do all those kinds of things if you want to. But if you want 100% foolproof every single time, this is my recommendation for that. And I will show you right now. All right. It is, where is it? Here it is. All right. This MD Gel Non-Wipe Matte Top Gel. If I do any isolated chrome, if this is anywhere nearby, it is my first choice every single time, right? And I do a lot of isolated chrome, so let's do it. All right. So I'm putting this, I wiped the inhibition layer, by the way, guys, because it's a different brand, right? I don't need it interacting with VALLA's. VALLA has a nice one too, but this is my go-to, so I figured I'd show it. But actually, VALLA has a nice mat that also is supposed to be like that, like drawing and like not grab your extra chrome. There are actually so many options for this now. It didn't used to be that way, but there are now, that there are a lot of options for a good mat that is not going to mess with things if you want chrome isolation on top. All right, and I'm going to show you something else that's new, or new to me at least. All right. These two are done. Moving right along. Doing all right, guys. We're doing all right with time. All right, I'm going to cure that. I'm going to get this out of the way. And, all right, this is done. This gives me an idea of what's done and what's not. Let's go back in for this second one. I bought that mat because of you, and you're right. It's amazing. Yay. Glad it is working for you. Seriously, I have no problem saying it. I know that you will not be like, what? She said it would work. I know it will, because it works every single time. Every single time. And there are some that are, and I don't mind that, to be honest with you, but I don't want to say 100% every time it's going to do that for you. Right. I'm glad it worked. Yeah, this is the time that I'll be like, oh, I need 3 more of those, because I definitely don't want to be without that, because I really love it that much. Peruka watercolor matte. That's another thing that I don't want to be without, because that does wonders for alcohol inks and other inks. And you see the soft ombre across. All right. Very, very, very minimal. But it's fine. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys these. Okay, they're called Amena Whip Gels. All right, I don't know if you've seen them. All right, looks like this. Non-wipe whip gel. So this is the pearly color. There's a gold and a silver too, I believe. Which matte? Here you go. Take a picture. MD gel, non-wipe matte top gel. 100%. I'm working with 3 or 4 bottles right now because I love it that much. It is my first choice always, to be honest. It really is great. All right, so we are going to be real fast about this, guys. I'm just going to whip flowers on here with this whip gel. You also bought it. I'm glad. Yeah, see, I'm not kidding you guys. It is very genuine how excited I get about certain products. I really do mean it. Like, if I could scream from the rooftops, I would. All right, so I'm just whipping on some little flowers. All right, that's all we're doing. Tiny little flowers. All right. And I really don't ever start in the center, guys, with flowers. And I try and do like a Magni gel. It's dark green. Oh, Amena has some beautiful, beautiful products. Yeah, they really do. Actually, can we all sit and give a round of applause to Sweetie Nail Supply, because they have bought us so many different gorgeous brands, and they're continuing to do so. I am so grateful for that, because like we did not have access to these, you guys. And I love the variety. I love learning new things. I still sit there, guys, and practice and learn like every single day. And then I try and share it with you. But yeah, I really, really, really do. I'm so grateful for them because they're so much fun. All right. Oh, I'm glad you trust my opinion. I really appreciate that. I really do. All right, so we have a couple there. Usually, listen, I would still do, I'm not always worried about doing full like flowers, but I'm going to pretend, like it would go here and maybe something over here. guys got me talking, so now I'm being a little slower. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So anyway, let's cure this. Do you see the like slightly pearly sheen? It's super pretty. But these are all no wipes, so you can go in and you can chrome on top of this. Okay. I really like it. Oh, this one's a little chunky. I don't want it to be too chunky because I don't feel like having to. Can't find it. Can I show the lid again? Yes. There's 3 of them. No wipe whip gel. This is 1400. Here, while this is curing, I'll show you the other ones. Now, thing about the Amena whip gels, they do not need to be cured for very long, okay? So they don't need like 60 seconds or something like that. If you're going to chrome them, let's just do like, let me get it out in like 10. Here's the other one. All right. Here's the other 2. So this is the silver, this is the gold, and we're going to use another gold that I want to show you for something else. All right, and I also want to show you these chromes. I don't know if you guys saw these when we went and did the Ungu live, but they are like, do you see that this is like, oh, it's almost like, I don't know if I can get it to do it right now, but it's almost purple. It's like a lavender. Hold on. All right, see? It is called White. I don't know. It's called Beautiful. Hold on. And I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Gu? I'm not sure. It's G-I-U. Look at that. Look. You see, it almost looks like fluorite to me. Like, because it has that lavender and the green. They aren't on the website. I can't find them. Can you please DM me at Inspo by Nails and I will try and send you the link. Okay? Inspo by Nails. Sweetie Nail Supply will never see it. They're inundated with messages. Okay? So just message me. And they would see it, but maybe not in time. They get way too many on here. All right. See what I mean? Yum. All right, hold on. I want to go in and then I want to cure it a little bit longer and then we'll wipe it, okay? 60. Let me just do that. I pinned my name here so you guys can follow me from there, and that's how I can help you individually, you know, as we're moving on. Okay, we're moving on. Trying to move on. All right. Now, let's do this nudie neutral, and let's get into some of these taupier colors. Okay, so for this one, let's do some of these. These are the autumn colors, and I want to show them to you because they are super pretty. Okay, so this one is 72. Chrome is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. You have to watch the live that we saved because Ungu, so fun. You can do so many things with those pigments and the metallic pigment, and their chromes are gorgeous. Oh, this one, I want to show you something else too. I know there's so many things, and I know you guys will have a lot of questions when your time to shop comes. And that's what I mean. I'm happy to help you. It's somebody today say, oh, thanks for answering. I love helping you guys. If I can help you, and that makes me happy. All right. I'm not gonna top coat it because we need to keep moving. All right. I want to show you this. These are new. Did you see that she has snow glitters? So they are twinkly. Look. There's 4 of them, I believe. But I'm doing tone on tone. So again, just like we did that little glitter on the snowflake, we can easily drag down with the glitter. It's one thing that's just so simple but does give a little bling to your look is a beautiful glitter, right? And not one that you can't easily drag out. These are so forgiving like that, which is so, so nice. Let me move this stuff. All right, 1 coat or 2 coats. You could do a full overlay of a glitter, or you can just tap some on. Oh, it's way too much. We don't even need that much. Hold on. And it's just going to give you a twinkly effect at the top. So again, in Nail Bio's style. Oh, I didn't cure that. Oh. I just touched that and it's really wet. Oh, nerds. Hold on. Well, no. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just cure it now. I thought I did. I'm sorry, guys. Let's bring you back down here. All right, here's our little softy one. Still needs top coat, but I'm not going to do it. All right, and let's do this. I want to show you this cat eye. Let me do 73 real quick. I love a color like this. I feel like it is really good for different skin tones. I guess it's called taupe, like it's a taupe. But because I want to use a cat eye over it, I want to keep it thin. I want light to shine underneath here. But I'm going to show you that Myth Millo cat eye. It's not the green one. It's a different one. Mellow Breeze. Oh, I have the little card here to show you the colors. Hold on. See, I gathered up more than I thought. But I want you to also see, even going really fast so we get through a bunch of different nail art looks, look how even these are. Okay, they are not streaky at all in one coat. You can really appreciate that in a good syrup, because sometimes something that's super sheer like this shows every brush stroke, these self-level, and they look good, even this sheer, in one thin coat. Okay, so yay VALLA. Okay, we kind of screwed this one up, but let's just fix it. Okay, I'm going to go over top of that with another coat of the nice nudie color, because I didn't realize I hadn't cured it till I touched it. Oops. Can still see some glitter under there, but this time we'll cure it and then put the glitter on top again. All right, so for this one, I'm going to use, again, here's Mellow Breeze. Look at how pretty these are. See? So here's the green glitter that we used, Twinkle Twinkle, and there's the green cat eye that goes with. Then you've got a gold, you got a peach, you've got like a more taupey one, and then you've got a real pretty pink. But that is the Myth Millo Mellow Breeze. See, lots of stuff has just gone up, and it goes up so fast. It's like, wait, I didn't see that was up there. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. Some other brands I think that we need to show you guys too, honestly, that we haven't yet. But maybe, yeah, they're really good. Well, and I look at how smooth this is. Look at it. This is Myth Millo Mellow Breeze. I don't remember which one I chose. I think the mauve one, but who knows? Let's see. All right, let me look. 02. Yeah, the mauve one. So that's the glitter, and that's the cat eye we're using. They are smooth. So if you are playing around with a cat eye and it's velvet, you know, like it's really glassy like this, okay, and you see streaks, you guys know this, I'm sure. But a good way to get rid of that before pulling your cat eye is demagnetize the whole thing. Okay, run a magnet over it, and that'll get rid of any type of streaky brush strokes that you have. Then go in with your magnet. Okay, I'm running. Come on, guys, get out of the way there. Then go in with your magnet. Look at that. I mean, bam. Bam. Oh, Myth Millow, so pretty. So pretty. I love cat eye like this because you can go in and you can paint over top of it. You could hand paint. Like they allow you to do other things too. Sometimes a cat eye is so strong you're like, don't put anything else on there, right? But glassy ones, if you pull it into a ball or a smaller circle, they do allow you to go ahead and embellish it. Do some like isolated chrome on it, but aren't they pretty? All of them are like that. So all 5 are this strong of a pull, this strong of a magnet. They're just tinted a little bit differently. Hello, Nicole. Yeah, they're super pretty. So that is the Myth Millow Mellow Breeze. So we saw both one of the glitters and one of the cat eye. Gorgeous golden pull, okay? So let's cure that. Here is the Nail Bio glitter again. Since I messed up in the beginning and didn't cure the nail, but you get the picture. Really, really, really easy to layer on top. And just drag down a little bit and you are good to go. And you gotta love a glitter fade because they're so easy. They're so simple. Takes a few seconds. All right. Cure, top coat, we'd be done. All right, so the last one that I wanted to show you guys is this little matte nudie one. I think, yeah. All right, so that is, I think, $79. No. Which one did I use for that? This beigey, this one. $74. All right, that's this. Did I use $59 anywhere? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Maybe. Let's do it. Maybe we'll do a different spot. All right, so I like these as matte, like I said, on the boards. Like, they look great matte, don't they? They look so good. And I feel like both of these would lend themselves to bases for warm Christmas cookies or winter snowscapes, etc. They're very, very pretty colors. And I like how neutral they are. I feel like that's a very versatile gel, right? Oh, getting crowded in this lamp. All right, hold on. That's how I forget I didn't cure things. All right, let's top coat while we're waiting for that one. Beautiful little cat eye. Anybody have any other questions? Or maybe I should look to see if I missed any questions, because that's quite possible too. What products would you recommend? Oh my gosh. During Black Friday sale? I think the best thing to do, because everything will be on sale, what do you just want just because you want it? You know, so make a list of importance. What things do you need to restock up on? Because it is the best sale of the year, right? Yeah, Black Cat, everything. It is definitely the time to splurge, if that's what you were waiting for. You know, like, I know everybody's starting to get their list together because it is the best sale of the year. But everything on Sweetie Nail Supply is amazing. They bring us the best of the best. And if you need help, just let me know. I do feel like once it gets closer, I spend a lot of time in my DMs trying to help people decide between this and that, or certain brands, or, you know, depending on the look. So it's hard for me to answer. Like, if someone tells me, like, what ink do you want? Well, I love all inks, but it depends on what you want to do. If you want to do marbling, you have to do an alcohol ink. If you want to do, you know, nuance, you can go with those Favory water inks, you know, so it depends. I know, isn't it great? This one is 74. Okay. It's a great taupe. All right, now, let me show you this. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but I'm pretty sure you did through other people showing it. We did not go live with them, but you get the gist. This is pumpkin glass, right? Pumpkin glass? Pumpkin candy. Do you know if Blanc Blanc is being shipped? Yes, it is, ma'am. Uh-huh. Yeah, speaking of Blanc Blanc, I showed you the stickers. But, oh, I forgot. I should have worked this in. Do you guys like glitter? Oh, my gosh. These are so ridiculous. These are Blanc Blanc. What are they called? Melting Tinkerbell? No. Is that the... I mean, okay, this brand, Blanc Blanc, has the best holographic cat eye I've ever seen in my life. And these glitters are insane. Okay? There's 3 colors of them. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to ask Sweeties if we can just go live and just do a Q&A of all Sweeties products for like an hour before Black Friday. Look at this one. What? These are like optical illusion glitters. I'm not kidding. They're crazy. And the sad part was right after they came out, I think they did sell out immediately, but after they got restocked, we couldn't get Blanc Blanc in the US for a while. So now we can. Now we can. Now we can. And the pink too. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, you want to do that? I'll ask them. That would be really fun. And I'll like just keep spinning around and trying to find what I can to show you. I don't care. I feel like you guys are like kind of family anyway. All right. Anyway, pumpkin candy. It's so good. All right. So this one is 107. Do you guys remember Tang Hulu with the really, really, really dark, I want to say they're sheer for yogurt. Okay. They're not exactly glass, but good enough, right? But look, these are like less. Let me see if I can find the swatch card. They're not quite as dark, right? So see? Oh, you're here to be influenced. Oh, I don't want anyone to ever be influenced in a bad way. Don't ever get anything that you don't want to get or don't need. But I am not going to lie to you. I'm always going to tell the very brutal truth. And I'm picky. I am picky. And there are things that I don't love. If you know my account, you know there's certain things I always love. But no. No, we want to be helpful. We don't want you guys to get something that you don't adore, you know? Do not. But I love a tint, and this pumpkin glass is good. Yes, it's like the Tang Hulu, but here, I'll show you oh, I don't have it on the card. You know what? I have not had time to do it on the card, so what I did was put it on top. Look. Ugh. Guys, I've been swatching my life away for you guys. I feel like my holiday nail reels are lacking. Here are the Tang Hulu colors. All right. All right, not Tang Hulu, pumpkin candy. So these are the new ones. So this is that aqua, the brown that we just used. Then that's one that's like a more yellow caramel type color. Purple, here's your yellow, here's your red. I'm running into Blanc Blanc now. All right, and then this orange, the green, and this is like kind of a reddish orange, and then a darker green. So they're like Tang Hulu's formula, but they're a little bit brighter. Definitely a fall collection, and the name is perfect. Pumpkin candy, like glass candy, you know? So for that other one, for the one that I did up there, I just did a couple coats of this brown, like 2. We're going to use that matte again, and then I did a gold little chrome line. But I kept the top matte, and I had someone ask me from us putting this up is like, hey, this is what we're going live with. How do we keep the chrome and this part, you know, you got to protect that, right? So I used a certain top coat that has a liner brush. Do you guys have those? The Creer. Ooh. Creer has options to get the liner brush instead of, now listen, their flat brush is amazing too. But if you want to do little tiny, like, okay, say we just wanted to put top coat on these, you could use it with that. Oh, hold on. Let me get it. Did I already bring it down? I thought I brought it down so I could show it to you. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So when you are buying Creer polishes, lots of them offer an L. And what that means is you get this liner brush instead. Okay, and I'm not talking about a 2-haired liner. I'm talking about a nice little fine, you know, brush that you could then do. Oh, I never wiped this. Just to show you. You could just do isolated top coat, okay? Do you see how well that matte works? Like you see it? There's nothing on here. Okay, it does such a good job. Such a good job. All right, so you could do this because it has that liner brush. So it's really kind of cool. Yeah. Well, Nicole, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. I'm sure we'll be discussing this further. But yeah, that would be kind of fun to have a free-for-all question and answers about products. And there are different times that you can shop. You know, like, so I hope everybody on here has signed up for the newsletter. All right, because I think that you can shop the 13th if you already did that. But like you had to have already signed up for the newsletter by today to get that early access. The early access is a little bit cool because guess what? We got to be kind. You got to be patient. This is like a big deal for retailers, okay? Having this Black Friday. It really does benefit them, but it also backs them up. So we got to be patient and kind with all these orders coming in. Yeah. It's not by the brush cap and the color. What happens is you have to choose that option when you're looking at, let's say, layered volume top gel. There's other ones that also offer the L as an option. So let's show you this one. So this is Repair Volume Base. This is their regular brush. It doesn't have an L on top, but lots of them have that L option, you'll see. And look, their brush is excellent. I mean, it is a nice brush. This is a great length for a base brush. So I love them. But for top coats, I like having an L option for when I'm doing just a little bit. And you'll see Creer Layered Volume Top Gel, and it'll say nothing, or it'll have an L for the liner brush. Okay. Creer, another mention for Creer, their syrups are no wipe and ready immediately for chrome. Excellent. I use the white Creer syrup. I don't even know where it is right now. That would make me really sad. I use it a lot. Oh yeah, I do know where it is. Because you can put this on, you can hit it with chrome immediately, and it looks perfect every time. So Creer syrups, definitely think about that. If you need some nude syrups, definitely look into that. All right, that took care of that. So this has been cured. I'm gonna wipe it because I don't want to taint my matte top coat, okay? If it's a different brand, if you're not using MD gel underneath, wipe that off. Then put the MD gel matte on. again, for those who weren't here earlier. All right, this is my go-to every time for isolated chrome. Look at this bottle. See how well loved this is? All right. MD gel, no wipe, matte top. All right, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to cure it. And then we're going to do that little chrome line. I know. And this one's a mess. And I take pretty good care of stuff, but I don't know about this bottle. It is pretty funny. The things I don't usually show you that. Guys. All right, curing. All I did was put a top coat on there. All right, I'm going to matte top coat that little bad guy, and I'm going to use this time. All right, Flicka non-wipe gold. You guys know, I think you've seen me talk about it. If you follow me, you definitely see me talk about it. I love this. Trying to get it out of the little drawer. Okay. Oh, spill. It was just brushes, but still. All right. I love Mayan B's non-wipe Meta Gold. I love it. Okay. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love this too. All right. So they're very similar. This is a little bit more, looks that color. This is a little bit more, looks that color. Neither of them have to remain that color. They are just, they're ready for chrome, okay? I always gold chrome this or I gold this. And you look at these tiny pots sometimes and you guys think, oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Doesn't matter. I have used this, I don't even know how many times. Look, it's still full, okay? This is going to last you a really, really, really long time because you use so little of it. No, that was not a horror story, guys, with those just fell. Because that was another, if you guys saw my reel about, do I have a brush addiction? Yes, I do. This is a new little pot of brushes, so it was only 4. It was only 4 that got knocked over. But thanks for caring. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, this is nice. Got a mat, let me wipe it. Yes, I use gold on top of it. I'll tell you another good one. LAP, Like a Prism. They've got some great ones. And that gold is not my cup of tea on its own. But underneath a chrome, it enhances the gold chrome. You know what I mean? So they're all really good. This is what I'm here for, guys. If stuff sells out, because some stuff sells out super fast, if I can recommend something that also is just as excellent that you may not know about, yeah, I definitely have one, you guys. I put up a reel about it the other day. It's ridiculous. But I do take good care of my brushes. I do. I will not leave this studio tonight until my brushes are cleaned and have caps on them. I am very, very, very good about that. Which is why I probably have too many, because I don't let them go kaput. All right. Fine line. We're going to use the Flicka this time. You need a brush intervention too, so you feel, yeah, I honestly, what I need to do is go through them, just cry and say goodbye to some that probably should go, you know, like, there's no need for them here. But once you train a brush, man, it's hard to get rid of it. It's kind of knows your hands. This is hard when I'm looking through my phone. Hold on. We're going to pretend it's straight, okay? We're going to pretend. You see that? It's not perfectly straight. Another thing I love about these, you don't have to work them through your brush, okay? These are more like, they just grab the brush great. They don't work their way up a brush like a gel polish would, or even some gel paints. These are excellent. Oh, I really shouldn't fuss with it because it kind of looks straight. I'll cure it. 30 seconds, no more. Like, you really don't need to. I'm not using much at all. But there are lots of options for these things. These things were so rare a couple years ago, you guys. Our world has opened up to so many time-saving, amazing products. Oh my gosh, it's after 8. I got to wrap myself up. Adding to the cart. Yeah, wish list, right? Get your wish list together. Yeah. I will probably leave the gels out on the table as long as they're all screwed on tight, but I will clean up these brushes. I just can't. I just feel bad if I leave them a mess. I can't do that. We are going to chrome this. Let's put a little gold chrome on there. Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what else? I made some pearls today. I did. It was really fun too. Chrome that baby. See what I mean? Look, underneath gold chrome, those golds are so great. They enhance the chrome, but I can also see what I'm doing. If I was trying to do that little gold line through my phone with a clear, heck no, not going to happen. All right, I'd be like tilting it to be like, I can't see it. This I can see, which is amazing. And then all I did was use this to just cover up that bottom, okay? That's all you have to do. I'm actually going to go like this. This. Fun to have these because it does save you. Of course you can take a regular brush, but it's kind of nice to have one of these teeny tinies. Again, make your life easier. All right. I'm going to be around for your questions, guys. I'm here for you. I'm sure we'll be back next week. And any questions in the meantime, just hit me up on Inspo by Nails. Some of these need to be top coated, but that can wait till tomorrow too. I want you guys to have a great night. Thank you for popping on with me and asking your questions, etc. And who knows what we'll go live with next week. But I will talk to you soon. And thanks again for popping on. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.